Hey there everyone, Tom Day here. Welcome back to the Default Agent channel, a channel where I teach realtors how to not only get REO listings, but how to service them as well. I also are going to be discussing marketing other distressed properties down the road. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about the platforms and whether you should spend the money to upgrade your profiles on the platforms. Now, I've talked about these platforms in prior videos. What are these platforms? Well, they are websites that put agents and asset managers together. They facilitate the sale of the bank-owned properties. And there's 4 or 5 or more different platforms that are out there, and they all give you the opportunity to create a free profile. And many of them also offer what they call their upgraded memberships that are supposed to give you more benefits and more exposure to the asset managers. And those upgrade costs can be anywhere from $400 a year to $1,400 a year or more. And you know, that's a big expense, and you have to decide whether you want to spend that money on these websites. So I'm going to try and help you make that decision here. The way I look at it is these upgrades are no more than advertising expense. It gives you more exposure to the asset managers, and really not much more than that. They do offer some certifications, whether you know how to use their platforms and whether you know REO and short sales, and some other bells and whistles. I'm not going to go through all of that and make comparisons. That's something I'm going to let you do on your own. I'll begin with ResNet. ResNet is one of the bigger ones, and they have 3 options. You get your free profile, and they have a $325 plan and a $700 plan. There's Equator, another big platform. They have a $399 plan, and you can spend more money to advertise on by zip code. Pyramid is another platform that has a couple different plans. There's the free plan. They have a $450 plan and a $750 plan, plus an annual plan that's a little bit cheaper. And finally, there's Acceleris, which is a free plan, and I don't have the exact figure on their upgrades. I've only spent an additional $75 beyond their free plan. It's really an advertising expense. Just because you spend the money doesn't mean that you're going to be entitled to an REO listing. It will give you more exposure and maybe increase the likelihood of you getting an REO listing. If you're in a more remote area where there's not a lot of competing agents doing REO, you may not need to spend the money. The asset managers may be happy just to be able to find somebody in that particular area that you live in. For me, I live in a fairly densely populated area here in Southeast Florida. There's millions of people, hundreds of thousands of agents in the whole state of Florida. So I'm going to spend a little bit of money promoting myself. I don't expect much from it this year, 2022. So I'm not spending on each platform. I know from experience that Equator tends to put on price specials from time to time. They may give you a discount price. They may offer a discount price at some point. I know that the REO department at EXP negotiate a special price for us agents at EXP. So I jumped on that. Same goes for ResNet. We got some slightly better pricing from them. So I also joined up on ResNet, their premium plans And the other platforms, I haven't gotten any special pricing on, so I've just spent the minimal amounts of money on the others. And that may change as if I decide that the volume is there and it's time to get more exposure. And I have the money in the budget for advertising. You know, advertising can be difficult to put a return on investment number. And advertising is something that is cumulative. People need to see your name over and over and over again before they'll begin to do business with you. So keep that in mind as well. Essentially, it's, like I said, a business decision. You know, as a rookie REO agent, I can see where it might be difficult for you to decide to spend that kind of money on it. Maybe begin with one or two, but if your money's tight, it might be better to spend it elsewhere. Here is how you should approach it if you are an agent that's kind of new to the REO industry. Absolutely go out there and get your free profile, and then look through the benefits that you get with each different platform. And I think it's a good idea to go ahead and call them up and have them explain the benefits to you for you themselves. And then you can decide whether you want to spend any more money or how much money on their platforms, or wait until there's more inventory and it makes more sense to be putting that expenditure out there. So I hope that all made sense to you. Please leave comments for me. If you have questions, put them in the comments section as well. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. I got more content like this. My name is Tom Day. This is the Default Agent channel, and I'll see you next time.